with. The cat just got a present and she wants to play, so you will probably be hearing somebody whining underfoot every now and then because she definitely wants some attention. She wants to play, and she's got a lot of great new toys, and I'm kind of looking forward to playing with just with her. She likes the new toys, and she needs, it's definitely new cat toys. It's going to be fun. I got me a Destiny hat, of course. I'm not going to show my feet, Kata. I know all about that. Not showing my feet, but I'm wearing my Destiny socks. And, I mean, because it's funny. It's like everyone finds it hard to believe. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to show everything that's on the inside. Not going to open that up, but Destiny wallet. Yeah. Destiny wallet. The amount of Destiny merch I have is actually surprising. So I also started installing Expedition 33. I know it's like turn-based, but everyone is saying this is a good game. Like even Akalon TV, who's cool, really love his channel, absolutely love his channel. Miss most of his live streams. Everybody live streams while I'm at work. Like at one point, people were like, "Hey, you should go on Side Scrollers," and recommending me to Stuttering Craig, which would be awesome. I've met Stuttering Craig. I was with him on a Tuesday night's main event. Love Side Scrollers. Can't always watch it live. Usually, I'll sometimes end up falling behind like a week or two because they live stream while I'm at work. I haven't done the weekly story mission. Let's do that. Arcburn too. Nice. But the problem is Studying Craig always live streams while I'm at work. So kind of can't. It would be awesome though. Seriously, it would definitely be awesome. I love Blabs. Blabs is awesome. Oh my dear God. Bungie, fix your game. For the love of God. Bungie. I mean, it could be though. Is it? No. Clair Obscura is downloaded. So it's not even one thing that can affect the internet is if stuff is downloading on my end. So let's see. No, nothing is downloading on my end right now. So, no, nothing is downloading on my end, which means Bungie, fix your game, Bungie. I'm going to keep saying this, all right? All right, I'm just going to keep saying this, okay? Because I'm afraid to even try and join a party if there's anybody I know who's playing. But if anybody wants, because I can't even get the game to play, which is really, really frustrating. As I said, I checked. Clair Obscura is downloaded. I'll definitely be playing that tomorrow. I'll start it at least. I can't live stream more than, like I've said before, 2 to 2.5 hours, and I started late, so because I posted a video. 2 hours, because I usually am in bed by 9, and that would put me till 8. And I said somebody wants some attention and deserves attention, and she's only a kitten once. Best part being called a dude on X again. It's hilarious. Everybody automatically assumes that they see Muslim woman. And then they realize, they think that I can't possibly be a Muslim and a woman. Because I might have to switch to a different game. People automatically think they know that what I think because for example, I've been always against the DEI stuff. Like, I love how everyone's like, oh, Geeks and Gamers completely, totally changed you. You fell victim to Geeks and Gamers. Like, nah. Long before I even knew about Geeks and Gamers, I was listening to Sargon of Akkad, and that developer, the lead developer from Hogwarts Legacy, everyone was like, yeah, he had a YouTube channel. It's like the moment I saw his videos, because I looked him up after the whole canceling of him because of Hogwarts Legacy, I'm like, yeah, I've seen these before. I was involved in, I wasn't involved in Gamergate 1.0. but I was paying attention to the SJW stuff. Hell, I knew about the BLM long before all of the Summer of Love stuff, because I remember watching a video from, I think it was Sargon of Akkad, how they were protesting a college, and we're like, no free speech, no free. Well, not directly, but, you know, they don't like it when people say things they don't like, kind of thing. Let's do this. So finally the game is working. But yeah, so I've been, like I said, it's just, it's funny. Sweet. All right, definitely we'll be doing this. Absolutely. I saw, by the way, the thing from Ubisoft and Rainbow Six Siege. I will you know what? Look, I know why they're doing it, all right? Like, I have the Division 2. I actually like the Division 2, and I've played the Division and the Division 2. 1 sec, let me remember. Yeah, Minnie Moo. You want to play with your toys. The toys, by the way, have a ridiculous amount of catnip, and she is just over the moon over them. Yeah, not all cats get affected by catnip, but Minnie, she definitely apparently does. She also has catnip bubbles. Like bubbles, you know, like bubble soap, but it's designed for cats. Venus was awesome. And I don't care what anybody says, Risk Runner just cannot come close to Zalo Supercell. Look at this thing. Oh, where are you? Oh, hi, Habibi. And the thing is, all right, so if you've seen the Ubisoft thing from Rainbow Six Siege, right? It's like, oh my God, Bungie had listened to my idea. It would have been awesome. Of course, I should have everything else set as Arc 2, I just realized. I have played and soloed. How far did I get in it? Did I finish the campaign for Rainbow Six? Not Rainbow. I haven't played Rainbow. Is that multiplayer? I have a Rainbow Six game. Is this like Rainbow Six Extraction? Though, you know, the crazy thing is, right? PlayStation just released. I gotta switch. First off, anybody who watches this after the fact, I need better software for streaming. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and honestly, I want to stream more to Rumble, but it is a pain in the butt, and it will not let me do Kick. For some reason, it's having problems with Kick. It keeps telling me to log back into Kick. My account on Kick is fine. See, all right. How does she do that? How does she manage to... Okay. I love to brag about this. It's called, because a lot of people forget about it, it's called Knife Juggler. Precision kills with throwing knife immediately reset his cooldown. So if you get a precision kill with your throwing knife, keep in mind Shanks do not have precision kills. That's important. Let's go with that. Do I have an arc? Ooh, it does cluster bombs. A rocket launcher after my heart. I love cluster bombs. Look, I'm a very, very simple guardian, all right? When it comes down to it, there are two things I want in life, okay? On my rocket launcher. It doesn't have to be a Galahorn, all right? I'm just going to say this. Give me a sec, I'm just checking. It does not have to be Galahorn. I don't need my rocket launcher to be Galahorn, okay? I'm just saying. I need... I think... No, I didn't. Somebody did send it. Here, let me try again, because I checked and I saw only one person. I am Uprising. This is me on Xbox, and this is me. I'm posting for the YouTube people on PlayStation. So, Feline Uprising on Xbox, because it's shorter, and that's me on PlayStation. Look me up, for serious, for sure. I said I'm only on 2 hours during the week, simply because look. Call me an old fart, call me a boring old person, but I take my job serious. Everyone I work with, right, they're all like, oh, you probably stay up until 3 a.m. playing video games, right? No. I'm in bed by 9. I'm up by 3, 4 in the morning. I make breakfast for family. You know. I take a shower every day. Clean the litter box. Do a lot of stuff in the morning. I have to get to work by 7. I ride my bicycle to work too. So one person on X was like, I'm a fat, lazy man or something. I'm like, dude, I'm neither a man nor am I fat. I bike like 6 miles a day. Stay fit. Everyone I know is always like, you should get an electric bicycle. Nah. The whole point of riding a bicycle is so I can stay fit. I love this game so much, though. Let's see how long it'll last. Somebody's saying that Bungie wants to shut down the servers for D1. It's like, how much does it cost them to run D1? They barely pay attention to it at all. Oh no! Oh wait, that was dumb. That is arc burn. Never mind. Oh, how I love... Now, one of the most wonderful things to have in Destiny 1 is to have primary burn, okay, and arc burn. Or primary burn, and if you have a solar-like weapon, primary solar, oh man, I had that. It was like melting enemies, melting them. Because like I said, I looked, and I had one friend request. Right? And the person, I accepted the request. See, no friend request, unless we're already friends. Is it possible? Because like, I'm afraid to do too much, but you saw. Unless we're already friends. I mean, it's not like the Destiny 1 player base is that big anymore. Though my goal, and I think I'm gonna call it. Where? Let me see. Wait. Hey, Mr. Dystopian, what's up? I said 2 hours, only 2 hours, less than 2 hours now. As much as I want to play video games all night. Can I open that on public? Let's have some. Let's go batshit crazy. Where's the snipers? Oh, that was dumb but fun. Someone just sent me a message. I think. I am installing, though, Clair Obscur. All right, let's do this. You know what? To hell with this. Let's go batshit crazy again. Come on. Give me 1 sec. Where are the snipers, though? Where are those snipers? Because the snipers are going to rip me to shreds because they are doing arc burn damage. You know what the funny thing is, and this is going to be crazy to say, it's actually harder for me to play Destiny with other people. There's certain things you learn, survival techniques you learn as a solo player that make you not a very good multiplayer person. Like, for one thing, for example, if you're a solo player, at least in my case, I learned to be extra cautious. So I'll often hold back in instances when I shouldn't, because, you know, you have another person with you. So I notice, like, when I play with other people, I am very cautious. I'm slower than other people. It's just a side effect. Wait, is this... Wait, is this... Ooh, I didn't see this message. Is this you? Wait, no. Okay, that was dumb of me. That was dumb of me, but that's my fault. All right. It genuinely is. There's a lot, especially in Destiny 1. Destiny 1 has no, for example, the orb situation. Yes, Minnie? Yes, Minnie? Come here, cat. Come up. Look, I promise you only 2 hours because the cat wants attention. Right? There we go. That's the cat. Yes. What's the matter? You little lunatic. I buy you new toys and treats and you get all bitey. All right, bring it on. Come on, is Risk Runner really that? I keep calling it Risk Rain. Really better than Zalo? Just honestly, truthfully, I want to. Like I said, if you're watching this after the fact, okay, seriously, people, is Risk Runner better than Zalo Supercell? Because I'm going to go with absolutely not. There's no way in hell. By the way, that isn't me saying I don't want to play with other people. It's just, it's something I didn't think would be, I didn't expect to realize that it's so much harder when you're used to being a solo player. Like, I look at my own playing style and I realize that I play very differently because I have soloed so much. And as a hunter in particular, which are very, very squishy, in Destiny 1, you have to play smart. As a hunter, you have to play smart. Oh my God, send me a message. But I am playing Claire Obscure tomorrow. One of my favorite YouTubers, Akalon TV, has said that it's really, like, not just him, literally everybody. A parrot? I got a little lunatic. Literally everyone on the internet is saying Claire Obscure is a good game. So you know what? I gotta at least try it. Maybe I'll get into it. I've been playing the Borderlands games with the hope of Oh, that was cool. Oh my God, that was cool. That was absolutely ridiculously awesome. Oh, that was a nice one. There. Oh, all right. I am. God. So. All right. Let's do this.
I've never seen one on the surface.
Wait, so, no, oh no, I'm not doing that. You know what? I'm curious though. Let's get this done with. And then let's see what we've got. Alright, let me see. You know what? I want to try something tomorrow as well on PlayStation. If that trick still works. People tell me it does. There's actually a trick to get into strikes and stuff in Destiny 1 that normally would automatically multiplayer you. I've done it in the past. It's actually pretty cool. What you do is you change the date on your console. I've been sniping more. Slowly getting better at it. I used to be actually decent at sniping, and then I stopped. Of course, the worst part is my old monitor, which... Okay, Doctor Who. I never watched the old stuff. I want to. Like the original stuff. I got into Doctor Who when they rebooted it. I loved Christopher Eccleston. I loved David Tennant. I've never seen Capaldi or Matt Smith. Because by then I wasn't working at a public library, so I couldn't get my hands on it. Or what? Wait, no, it wasn't when my God, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure of the dates. I think I was getting them on Blue. I don't remember, but I watched Matt Smith. I watched David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston, and I loved the two of them. I gotta watch. I heard Capaldi's writing sucked, but that Capaldi himself was a great doctor, and Matt Smith was okay. I was one of the people who did not want a female doctor, and I'm going to say something controversial. You see, England and the UK and all that are foreign countries to me. I mean, you'd understand it too, Mr. Dystopian, right? So for me, I want the authentic English experience when I watch Doctor Who. I want the and after all of the chaos going on with Doctor Who, especially these days too, I want a stereotypical British dude playing the Doctor. Oh my God, dude. Stop moving. Come on. Are you hiding because you're scared? All right, where are you? Ah, well. There's a dude over there that was driving me absolutely nuts. So I want a boring, quintessential English-British dude to play Doctor Who. I want it to be just as normal, no more experimenting. I think we've reached the point where normal, boring, ordinary is the extraordinary. It's sort of... Just... I don't want a woman playing the Doctor, okay? I don't. I may not like it, but I don't. Oh, headshot right in the head. Haha. I'm not even gonna waste my super on you, bro. Burn, baby, burn with top. I've seen Monty Python. I've watched British TV that most people haven't heard of. Like, for example, you know the guy, I can't remember his name. You know the guy who played Mr. Bean? I didn't know him from Mr. Bean. I found out about Mr. Bean later. I'm not sure a lot of people know about this show. I'm sure Mr. Disper would know it. I learned about the guy who plays Mr. Bean. I can't remember his name right now. I know his name. Rowan Atkinson. I learned about Mr. Bean, the actor of Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, not from Mr. Bean, but from Black Adder. I watched Black Adder. That's a good idea, Lindsay. You know what, Lindsay? The Cynical Greek? That is a good idea. But then I hear, yes, Rowan Atkinson.
That's where we'll find dragons.
The thing is also, I've seen Father Ted. I've seen the British Sherlock Holmes that came out in like the 80s and it was on PBS, where the actor who ended up like dying ridiculously young because he obsessed over playing the perfect Sherlock Holmes. I can't remember. Oh, one sec. I gotta look this up. Because there was this British Sherlock Holmes. One sec. And the actor who played Sherlock Holmes, not the new stuff. It was not Sherlock. It was from I think the 80s. God, I can't remember his name. Here, 1984 TV series. Yes, here it is. The guy Jeremy Brett. This guy obsessed about playing the perfect Sherlock Holmes. Jeremy Brett. I also watched The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the BBC version on it, because we didn't have a lot of TV when I was a kid. See, my dad was an amazing father, and he doesn't know how much I compliment him during my live streams or just in general. I had an amazing father as a child. I was ridiculously lucky. My father would not get cable television. All of our friends had cable. Everybody had cable, but not my father. You want to know why my father didn't have cable? I'm doing so badly. The reason my dad did not have cable was because he did not want to come home from work tired and ignore us. So we barely had working television. We had bunny ears. Okay? So most of the time we would watch like PBS. We didn't get like non-stop cartoons and stuff like that. No, we had none of that, okay? So, like, there was very little for us to watch. And one of the things I remember watching a lot of was the BBC. BBC shows on PBS. So, like I said, it was making more money than I'll ever know. Look, Black Adder was hilarious, okay? But that's the thing. I didn't find out about it. I didn't know about Mr. Bean. I knew him from Black Adder. I used to idealize England because I grew up with so much English television that England to me was this cool mythical place. No, barely worked half the time. I mean, I have watched some cartoons, but sometimes it works. I mean, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And then when we moved to New Jersey, it was gone. The house in New Jersey, it was designed for cable. So I was born on Long Island, and on Long Island, we had an antenna on the roof. So we would get regular channels that way. But once we moved to New Jersey, the house in New Jersey had no antenna on the roof. And my dad wasn't going to get one. The house was wired for cable because the people who owned the house before us had cable. My dad was not going to get cable. So we didn't even have an antenna on the roof, so we relied on bunny ears on the television, and that was even worse. So we got even less channels after we moved to New Jersey. And so a lot of PBS stuff. Like I said, I've seen the original Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe before the new one, the BBC version that was loyal to the books. Black Ad. I can't remember all of it. I know Father Ted. There was this one about this woman priest. I mean, I've seen like Animaniacs, of course. Like I said, it always fascinates me that people talk about Mr. Bean, and for me, it was Black Adder. Love Mr. Bean. I mean, I loved Mr. Bean, don't get me wrong, but I didn't see Mr. Bean until much after I saw Black Adder. Black Adder is awesome. Faulty Towers, the show that takes place, I think, at the hotel. I've seen that. I said I've seen a lot of obscure BBC stuff that long before Americans saw it. I said Jeremy Brett as Sherlock Holmes. You know what? Let me see if I can bring that up. Hey, Primal One, you know what? Let me just see if I can bring that up. Jeremy Brett as Sherlock Holmes, which is why I was so disappointed by what's his name, because here, Jeremy Brett, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Here. Let's try this out.
However did you guess, Mr. Holmes?
Miss Smith, I never guessed. My mind rebels at stagnation.
Anyway, that's the point. Let me just say, Jeremy Brett apparently obsessed over Sherlock Holmes. Read it all, tried to do as much as possible to mimic Sherlock Holmes. I remember reading about that and watching like near the end of his life, like that's why the last season is slightly different than the books. And like it tore him apart if they made any variances. So for example, I remember this one episode that he really didn't like or was unhappy with is because Watson was beat up instead of like the lawyer. But it was like this guy was like lived and breathed Sherlock Holmes. I can't remember exactly all of the details. Let me see. Jeremy Brett. He died from heart failure in 1995 at 61. He died of heart failure. Oh, cool. You know, I have to see those movies. Damn it. I have it. I own it. The only reason I haven't seen it yet is because the Blu-ray player upstairs didn't have... You know what? Like I said, 2 hours. You know what? Maybe I'll plug in one of those movies and entertain the cat. Look at this ghost shell. Look at this ghost shell. At one point, someone posted on X. They're like, oh my God, they're bringing Taken Armor to Destiny 2. And I'm like, that's not new. We had full armor, Taken Armor in Destiny 2 for the tape. Like, look at this. Chest piece. think I have. I definitely have at some point. I have it. I had it at some point. I might have dismantled it, but it was because it was like I already have it, and it was like no big deal because he was like you could just get it. Wait, let me open my box. So. Addendum. What is addendum? Last words appearance. I don't have it with me. Thorn. Icebreaker. Touch of malice. The problem is I don't have the touch of malice. What is it? Could attract these. Charged Argonaut rune. Oh God, where was that? One sec. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. I posted, by the way. So like I said, oh God, is this? Does this mean I got the Fallen already? Is this the? Look, I'm trying to play more. Look, let me be clear. I'm trying to play more video games, all right? I don't play as much Destiny 1 as I used to, all right? I'm... Oh, yes. Me presented... Wait a minute. I think I know where I'm going with this. I think I remember where this went. I'm trying to play more video games. You want to know who's my big, like, mentor in all of this? Hypnotic. Dude has played everything. At one point, he's like, oh God, Bungie, fix your game. That's why I'm afraid. I'm not even sure if I show up online at this point on Destiny. Really? Why do I have to exit out of the game every single time? And again, I'm not, like, installing anything. Claire Obscure has already been installed. I have Destiny playing cards, people. I'm wearing Destiny socks. But yes, obviously, not a... By the way, and I'm going to say this, I just want to say this, okay? I condemn what happened. I am actually really horrified by what happened. I have said this multiple times. Everyone knows this about me because some people don't believe it. They make fun of me. I do not support the killing of innocents on either side. So what happened to me when I found out about it is horrifying. I do not support the harming of innocents. And what happened to that is just... look, I'm not Frogan, all right? I'm not Frogan, okay? Let me be absolutely clear. And I 100%... I mean, I've said this many, many times. It's not like I'm suddenly trying to appeal to anybody. I have gotten attacked from Muslims who don't like what I'm saying because I am 100% against any violence or harming of innocent people, regardless of sides, okay? Just make it clear. I already posted about this on X yesterday. I said I condemn this. You don't do that stuff. You don't. And I will always, regardless, if I see somebody being bullied unfairly, if I can, I will speak up. The reason... No, I know, but then the quartering post something about how it's our job to police all of them. It's like, dude, what do you want me to do? All right? I have already multiple times. I'm sorry for going away from the game. One of the things I find hilarious is everybody makes so many assumptions about me because I'm Muslim. They think that because I'm a Muslim and Arab, I hate all Jews, for example. Absolutely not. They assume so many things about me, and it's like, no. And one of the big things for me is it's crazy to see that me, the person who I hate all Jews, I'm far from as hateful as a lot of other people who have absolutely no reason to. I've said this before. If I absolutely will not support support harming anybody who's innocent, because some people want me to. They expect. Look, I said. I mean, it's nothing new for me. One person was like, "Yeah, when I posted about how I don't agree with Frogan, it was like, yeah, you liar." I was like, dude, whatever. I don't care. I don't know. But no, and I wouldn't, and I don't know. Thank you, Behemoth. I appreciate it a lot. I just don't want anyone, like I said, it's not, I have always been consistent in what I believe. I've never been a hypocrite. I have always been too honest for my own good. Okay? Flat out, too honest for my own good. I won't deny it. And, I agree 100%. It's sickening what's going on. Look, I don't like anyone who kills innocents, I'm against, regardless of side. The thing is, as I said yesterday, people generalized against me, and they do it all the time. I'm not going to generalize against others. And I grew and to... Let me see if I remember this, though. Let's see if I got this right, though. But, yeah, I don't know. That's me personally. I mean, my best friend growing up was Jewish. And I need to shit on them more. Honestly, one of the most important things I've learned is to cut down the amount of time I argue with them. That's one of the things. So, like, one person started arguing with me, and I'm like, there you go, sweetie, you got your 5 minutes of my time. And then I stopped answering. Hey, Joshua, I'm learning that a lot of them just do it for attention. And I'm like, here you go, sweetie, you got your attention. Now I'm going to ignore whatever else you say. Especially when you start repeating... Especially when they start repeating, when you have to repeat the same thing multiple times and you're like, are you really that dumb? My favorite was the guy who insisted that I was not a Muslim woman. And he's like, I never thought a Muslim would, the thing, Habibi can be used in so many ways. It could be used genuinely as a form of, like, affection, but it could also be a very demeaning thing, an insulting thing where you're like, oh, Habibi, how sweet, you're adorable. Could also be like demeaning. But no, my absolute favorite troll was the guy who refused to believe that I was a Muslim woman and kept insisting that I was a man pretending to be a Muslim, which Dr. Pikachu stepped in and was like, yeah, she's a Muslim woman. And another person was like, yeah, she does live streams. We've seen what she looks like. She's a Muslim woman, right? So this guy would not accept it. He's like, I never, a conservative Muslim who supported Trump. And I'm like, dude, a lot of Muslims supported Trump. What the hell are you talking about? So I completely... Just with the fact that Trump got like 45% of the vote in Dearborn, Michigan, and they're like, Muslims turned out in support of Trump. And he's like, he cannot. Apparently, look, I demand, if I'm a man, then I want to be able to pee while standing, all right? that's all I expect, okay? It's so much faster and convenient. But the guy was like, he even screenshot my, so I quote tweeted him because I'm polite. I don't, unless the person blocks me, I'm not going to screenshot, I will quote tweet. If the person blocks me, then I can't quote them. But I feel like to be polite, even if I think the person's a total jerk, I'm not going to like talk about you behind your back if I can avoid it. So this guy even screenshotted me and where is it? He's like posting about how I caught this person playing a gimmick pretending to be a Muslim woman, and he got ratioed because everyone's like, yeah, she's a woman. We've seen her on camera, dude. She's a woman. And a Muslim woman. He's like, you're wearing Muslim face. It was so funny. And then he's like, I never thought I'd see a Muslim who supported Trump. And I'm like, according to Dearborn's own, Muslims voted in Dearborn, Michigan, 15% for Harris and 45% for Trump. Dude never responded to me again after that. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. It was so funny because several people jumped on it and they're like, yeah, she's a woman. We've seen her. It's not even like there's any doubt. There's no no matter what I do, even if I were to like put facial, even if I were to, you know what, even if I were to get shots of testosterone, right, nothing's gonna hide the fact that I'm a woman. I'm small and teeny tiny, and everything about me is just obviously female. But it was so funny. It's like, so he's like, you're a I was like, dude, stop it. You need to just stop assuming. Just stop assuming. It was. You know what, Grand Duke? I wish that were, because I wear this stuff. The reason why you'll sometimes see me putting a picture of a corpus is because I wear this thing all day at work. Like, I wear this thing all day at work, and and I'm not simple. You see, one of the things I've never understood, all these women who get all jealous and hateful towards women who are prettier than them, all right? Look, if you're prettier than me, you know what? Good. I hope so. I'm not one of those women who goes around deluding myself saying I'm a 10 and I hate any woman who's better looking than me. I'm like, you know what? Why should I be jealous or angry? Never understood that. All these women trying to put down other women because they look nicer than them. I'm not a 10. And you know what? I don't need people simping for. I'm too stubborn. I don't think there's a guy I'm good enough for. All right? I don't know. I'm not good with this stuff. I'm just gonna say, I've never understood that. People are like, yeah, these women want all female characters to look ugly because they're ugly. And I'm like, one, if I'm gonna play a female character, you know, maybe, I mean, nah, I'm sexier than Maya Khalifa, obviously. Look. People want to, all right. For me, like, for example, I hear all these women who don't want a guy who is into video games. That would absolutely, look, I've already said this. You want to know what to me is first off, okay, you know how they have all those stereotypes? I have an OnlyFans. It was for Buster. Look. It's destiny. Destiny. It's original Destiny, which, by the way, I'm starting a new movement. It's called F with Bungie. Look, okay, you know how the stereotype is the man always forgets the anniversary? That would be me. You know, it's always the woman who wants some romantic dinner, or, you know, they're always talking about women who judge a man based on how much they spend on dinner and all that stuff. You want to know what's the you know what? I need to fix that, though, because Buster isn't with us anymore. You want to know? All right, fine. You know what? Fine. Now that we're on it, all right, fine. You want to know what's the romantic evening for me? You want to know? Fine. Guy comes home, has 2 TVs set up or 2 PCs set up. He's like, I got a raid team going in Destiny 1 for you. You, me, and a team, we're going to go through all the raids in Destiny 1. We're going to get you exotic weapons in Destiny 1. That, to me, would be like, oh my God, you are my love of my life. Comes home, no weekends away, no expensive trips, just, we're going to run the Nightfall together. I got a team set up, and we're ready to go. All right. You forget our anniversary and I don't care. If you come to me and it's like, hey, it's reset week for Destiny, and the Nightfall is this, and I want to run the Nightfall, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. That's me. You spend $10 on a wedding ring and you buy me a new graphics card. You want to know the other ultimate, you want to know? Okay, fine. I've heard stories of people who've said it, who've met somebody in Destiny. The ultimate romantic thing for me? Let's build a PC together. I've never built my own gaming PC. He's like, all right, I got all the parts together, and starts explaining to me exactly like how it works. Takes the time. Like, it would be several week project. Cool. Go get some big TVs. TVs are cool. Though, if you want the best TV, LG C4 or LG C5. OLED TVs. But that, if you want to know, if a guy came to me and was like, I'm going to teach you how to build your own PC. And he's like, it's going to take a couple weeks. We're going to take the time. I'm going to teach you how it works. I'm going to teach you what you need to know. We're going to build a PC together. And it's not rushed. It's not like a chore. We're spending time together and he's helping me learn how to build a PC. That would be the ultimate, like, yeah. I don't want jewelry. I want a... Look. Just look. I said, but there's no guy that I am good enough. How do I put it? I'm not good enough. But yeah, that's me. Okay. Damn it! I should. That's me. All right. I just. Because one of the things that people think is they think it's all about money. You want to know one of the most moving gifts I ever got for an Islamic holiday that I never forgot? This is one of the most memorable Islamic holidays. There were two. Two Islamic holidays that were the most meaningful in the world to me. The first was one year my father bought me a Star Trek games. I think it was Star Trek Starfleet Command. I can't remember which one it was. My father bought me a physical Star Trek video game for PC. Okay? My dad is not a fan of Star Trek. He thinks I'm wasting time with Star Trek. I was the ultimate Star Trek nerd. But you know what he bought me? He bought me that game because he knew I wanted it. The amount doesn't matter. It's the thought. It's the cat. We know you. It's the you love Destiny 1. I'm going to take the time to set up a Nightfall because I know you love doing the Nightfall. That probably doesn't. That costs a fraction of a fancy dinner. Taco Bell, pizza and a raid night to me is more meaningful than a $1,000 dinner. Pizza and the Nightfall. The other one was my computer speakers. My computer speakers are the Logitech like G560s or something. My brothers got together, put the money together to buy me these speakers. I will never, as long as these speakers work, I will never replace them. They were a gift from my brothers together. They got me something they knew would mean so much to me. So yeah, I don't know. I'm saying this because I get tired of these people on X who are like, all these women who are like, a dude who likes gaming is it's cheesy, it's nerdy, it's gross, it's whatever. It's like, no. Best guys are into gaming. Anyway, damn it. I just want to know why so many Pokemon collectors smell like weed. What is a gun? Is it? These women, it's just, you see all these women, right, online, they're like, I want a 6 foot, I mean, I would like a guy who's at least not obese, just because I'm very physically active. So, it would not be a good match, simply because I'm a very physically active person, all right? I bike 6 miles a day. Even when before I got my, so for me, that's just not a good match, simply because I'm very physically active, and I like being physically active, and, I'm also very small, so it'd be kind of, I'm teeny tiny, I'm 5'1", okay, and that's on a good day. It sucks. I'm so teeny tiny. I forgot. There's one thing. But yeah, I don't know. But yes, I do. So if anybody who has played Expedition 33, what should I expect? Because I don't want that. Why would anybody want that? Now, I want him to be fit simply because I'm fit. And so if you want to keep up with me, I'm not talking perfection, but I'm just talking, for me, biking is fun. You know what? I miss playing racquetball. I enjoyed playing racquetball. I like going swimming. If I want a pool, if I could get one, if it's too expensive, I'm not going to be like, oh no, but I like swimming. I like being active. I haven't been in a pool in years, but I used to go swimming when I go to Egypt. So I just happen to be active. So it's not even like fit. It's just being able to be active to keep up with me because I'm like bouncing off the walls. I don't want somebody to worship me. No. What? I just want... We'd be equals. Like... I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm like. I live stream. I babble like an idiot. I share too much. And I'm too honest for my own good. That's one of the reasons why, by the way, that conference that everybody's talking about in July, that you know, toxic gamer whatever conference, I'm like, yeah, I can't go to that. You put me in the middle of a group of lefties and I will just, yeah, it won't work. I've tried. I can't tolerate stupid. You're talking to the person who's just too bluntly honest for my own good. And this is not a good thing. Okay? It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It is so not a good thing. For real, it is not a good thing. And apparently it's something that's genetic or something, because like my cousin was complaining about it a while back. He was trying to sell apartments or something in Egypt, and he's like he couldn't do it because he was just too bluntly honest for his own good. It's not a good thing. I used to play racquetball. I haven't done it in years. It was fun. I want to do it again. I think one of the hardest things, though, is when you work such a physically demanding job like I do. There are times where you're just like I come home from work and I'm just too exhausted. Like, I have VR. And I'm just too exhausted. I'm on my feet. And like today, for example, I ended up leaving late because of stuff going on. And so these, by the way, are the wardens that help you get the exotic swords. By the way, crazy quest where it's like I have all of the swords. Those swords are cool, actually. Now, I'm just going to say this to all the Destiny people out there. There's no way Risk Runner is as cool as Zalo Supercell. I am sorry, but there does not exist. My brother, actually, one of my brothers was at one point, like, he played, like lower level, but because of the game, the teams he played for, his name was registered in, like, the FIFA registry. He focused more on his job, so he hasn't really been playing much soccer since. But my brother used to be big into soccer as well. He said, and I will not deny I have an idealized, romanticized, absolute love for the South. All right, I have an idealized, and for the middle of America. I know everybody keeps talking about how the flyover states are ignored and they look down on the flyover states. For me, that's like just idealized dream, okay? If you were to tell me, where would I if I could live anywhere? First of all, it wouldn't be Florida because Florida's too south and it's too expensive. There's too many. I'm talking like, you know, West Virginia, North Carolina. So I don't know. I just idealize the South. I love the Southern accent. I love, like, bless your. I love everything about the South. I hear about Buc-ee's. I love the Southern accent. But I also love the flyover states. Maybe because getting sentimental in my age. I am a Southern weeb, yes. But I also love the flyover states. Maybe it's because I've gotten to the point where I'm just want boring, normal, just plain old Americana. If I could have whatever I want, it would be a small, just regular, boring Americana at this point. You know, Nothing exciting, nothing out of the ordinary. I just, yeah. I mean, my God, Behemoth? Just, dude, one of these days I gotta head south. And the Geeks and Gamers guys have promised to take me shooting, and there's something about Southern gentlemen that makes me go, just, like, I feel like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm idealizing, maybe I'm just wishful thinking, but I feel like just there's something about the whole South that just, I don't know why, but if I could go anywhere and live anywhere, it would absolutely be in the South. Just 100% would be absolutely in the South. Would love it. I've been to Georgia once, I think, years and years ago. Well, you never know. The thing is, the reason I'm worried about Florida is just because of the cost of living. But I have a brother who lives in Florida, and I do... Look, if they want me, look, let me be clear. If they want me on, I'll come on. I'm not going to be a pest about it. But you know what? If they want me on, I love Geeks and Gamers, guys. They know it. If they ever need me, they know. Hell, if they need to just plaster my face on one of them and be like, hey, if you attack us... So, I mean, the only reason Florida's out of the... you know what? The only reason is just the cost of living. But if I could afford to live in Florida... I mean, maybe I'm misjudging Florida because I don't know it well enough. But at the same time, you know what? A part of... Now, I don't know. But if they want me... Like I said, they know 100%... They want me on. I'm always willing to be on. All right, look. I am willing to go on any YouTube channel... just to mess with the wokies, okay? Because people always, you know how they're always blaming Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers? He's like, he corrupted all of you. He messed with your minds. Like, no, even before I knew Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, I was against the woke anti-SJW stuff for a long time, all right? And while I hate using my what I am... at the same time, I like using what I am to break their assumptions and expose their hypocrisy. Because again, like the guy on X who could not believe that I was a Muslim woman. Because they make so many assumptions about, because I'm a Muslim woman, I must be for the DEI stuff, I must be pro-woke, I must be this, I must be that. I'm like, no, I've 100% never supported DEI stuff. I've been very against the woke, I've been very against the SJWs, I've been very against, the canceling of gamers, I've been very much against the attacks on men. You know what? He doesn't have to be a rich guy. If a guy wants to build me a PC, okay? And it's not just that. It's like I said, to me, it protects... Look, I'm a tiny... Oh, God. You guys are finding too much about me. I am a tiny woman. I'm really, really small, all right? And of course, as a woman, you want that guy who'll swoop in and protect you, right? But I also want someone who, understands my love of gaming, who we can share things together. And I don't know, like I said, for me, the money isn't the issue, or isn't the most, like, money's important, don't get me wrong. And I would not mind, I have a job, I work 40 hours, right? Okay. I make a lot of meals for my, like I said, I'm not expecting a guy to come in and make it so I don't have to work. Okay? I also want a truck. All right? I want one of those monster trucks that Behemoth is showing me, because damn, my dream car is either a Jeep or a truck with massive wheels, and I can drive over everybody. But at the same time, like I said, people often talk about a guy having a lot of money, right? if the guy, and the thing is, as I said, for example, if you came to me, you said the choice between a $1,000 at the top of the Empire State Building, that's the fanciest thing I can think of, dinner with a guy, right? Or pizza, and we're going to run the Nightfall together, okay? We're going to be in his apartment. We're going to run the Nightfall together. We're going to have to have our own TVs, right? Because you can't co-op, right? But the two of us eating pizza, drinking Red Bull, and running the Nightfall together, which probably costs what, $20 versus $1,000 meal on top of the Empire State Building. You want to know what I would pick? The pizza and the Nightfall, because it tells me that the guy knows that I love running Nightfalls. I love playing Destiny. I like pizza. You got me on that. The guy comes to me and says, you know what? Let's do something together. Wants to do something with me together, share time together. You can be like, we're going on a romantic vacation to Barbados and spend thousands of dollars, or we'll build a PC together. It may take us a couple weeks. You don't even have to go with the most amazing computer possible. It's just taking the time to teach me how to build a PC, because I've never built one, and explaining to me what parts are needed for a PC, what works together, what is compatible, why I can't use that with that. Spending time with me and the two of us together, enjoying eating pizza together, and, going on a computer and being like, yeah, this is why you need this and this. It's not expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive. It's just, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. That's me, okay? I say these things because I see all this stuff on X, and you hear all these women who are like, I want 6 feet tall, with an 8-pack, and who makes 150, no, not even 150, there's like $500,000 a year or something. And I know for a fact that most people make under $60,000 a year, so I'm not stupid, right? Wants to have, exorbitant clothing. The most expensive clothing I own are my pants, because I need high quality, good, strong pants. So I buy Dickies brand pants, right? Yeah, it sounds dirty, but that's the brand. Okay? And they last me for years. I don't want somebody spending $1,000 on a purse or any of that garbage. Like I said, a $10 cheap metal ring is fine with me, because you need a ring at the very least. Something that a simple metal band is fine with me. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. I don't know. And someone who I know will protect me. I'll be like, hey. I don't know, but there's no one that I'm not good enough for. But anyway, I don't know. I'm babbling like an idiot. And the robots in Destiny are cool. Look at this cloak. I mean, come on, just look at this cloak. Look at this cloak. It's so simple and yet so cool. Which, by the way, I like I said, the whole Rainbow Six Siege, I know they're doing it. But you know what? The fact that they did it says that they know what their audience wants. Bungie, for example, is not paying attention to what their audience wants. And that's the problem. It's like, even if it's distasteful for you, right? You do what your audience wants. What have I got? Monte Carlo, Boolean Gemini. I don't know, two interesting choices I have with me. And Primal One, I love pizza. My favorite food, pizza, sushi, and you know what? I'm going to be culturally appropriating even worse. Sushi, and I also love, Mexican. Love Mexican. My boss makes the best empanadas on the planet. Just thinking about them, Yeah. She makes the best empanadas on the planet. Bar none. Yes. Like, the few times she brings them in, we fight over them. She, like, has to hide them because we fight over the empanadas. Oh, yes. Damn it. The funny thing is, Buster wouldn't eat sushi. Like, I would clean the fish off and I would give her a piece of fish. She would not eat it. She loved tuna, but she would not eat sushi. Let's see how far I can. Hey, random stuff.
From what I can gather, he commands the siege desks from an imperial land outside Bungie. He's well protected. With the right team, we can...
Oh my god. Put this on the top of a piece, then roll the slide. That sounds so good. That sounds so good. Damn it, and you know what? I even know how I can do it. I wonder if I should try that. That is actually a really good idea. And you know what? I think I know how. No, Buster, I love fish. I love fish. I love sushi. Mina, I haven't tried sushi with yet. But Buster... Oh my god, I have to try that. I'm probably gonna... I'll wait until Friday. But I think I have an idea on how... I have an idea on how I might be able to do it. And done. Oh, how dare you! That is a brilliant idea. I'm going to try it. Friday, when I get paid, I'm going to try it. That is an awesome idea. But anyone who, I mean, anyone who has played Expedition 33, let me know, because I'm about to, I said, I just installed it. I'm nervous. I'm also trying to finish Borderlands. All of them Borderlands. Though honestly, I don't want to do it. In order for me to get the Platinum Trophy in Tiny Tina's Wonderland, I need over 300 million gold. Tiny Tina's Wonderland has 2 trophies that are going to be a nightmare to deal with. They are literally grinding. That's all they are. Okay? One of the trophies is you need to fully unlock one of the upgrades. And the other one is you need to unlock all of them. And those things are expensive. It basically, someone said online, 300 million gold. I have not even gotten close to a fraction of that because you get so little gold in this game. It is a mindless grind. What the hell just happened? Oh, hi! Someone just subscribed. Hi! Yes, I do, actually. And I have Rage, too. I actually started playing Rage. I liked it. I got pretty far in Rage. One sec. I can't pause, but... Yeah. Games. Wait, no, full library. Wait, what is that? 33 Immortals. Everyone says Anthem is unplayable. I want that. They did 2 spots. I'm going to just say this, though. They cannot compare to my boss's empanadas. Oh my god. Anna makes the greatest empanadas on the planet. And I need to clip this because she doesn't believe me. I'm like, Anna, I tell them about your amazing empanadas. She's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, yes, I did. Your empanadas are Here we go. Rage. I think I already have Rage 2 installed. Yeah. What am I going to clear out? You know what? Okay. I do not know what the 7 train is. I will admit, but you know what? My boss makes the best empanadas on the planet. Those are good. I believe you, but Anna, oh my God. I want empanadas. But what about Rage? Like I said, I think I got up to a point where they made me race, and then I was like, I suck at racing. Damn it, now you're making me hungry. There is not a single game on this planet that makes such good headshots as Destiny. Alright? Destiny, Bungie, you should, like... Can you imagine if Bungie, like... Let's go with this. Buddy, you're pissing me off. I'm just gonna go with the rocket. Nice. You needs to know. You know what? I will help you in that kidnapping endeavor because then she doesn't make them often. I'm telling you, she has to hide them. If she does not hide them, they disappear. They are really, really good. Like, she knows how to get me to do it. She likes to tease me and tell me that she's going to bring empanadas in on Saturday because I never work on Saturday. Alright, here goes nothing. Minnie, where are you, Minnie? She's probably sitting in the box of toys. Which the toys are really cute. She got a whole bunch of toys. Wait a minute, taken? No, I'm sorry, Destiny 2. Risk Runner cannot compare. To Zalo Supercell. Zalo Supercell will always be the best. See, that's why you'll notice my playstyle is probably very different because of all the solo time. Like I said, I noticed it that I play differently because I played so much solo that it affects my playstyle. Like, when I play with other people, I notice that I play differently. Because I've learned to be very, very cautious. And to be slow and careful and methodical. Because I know if I die when you're soloing something, you have to go all the way back to the checkpoint. So you feel that you're a different like you're different when you... Because then that might happen, and you don't realize that the dude. Siege dancer my butt. You dying now, buddy. Okay. Oh, wasn't that bad. You also know the fastest way to escape. Because if you don't, you're gonna die. Again, especially if you're a hunter. I have learned when I have played. I remember doing this one strike by myself. I did it as a hunter, and I was soloing this Nightfall, and I did it. It was ridiculously hard as a hunter. And it took me forever to figure it out, and I had to schedule it. Like, I had this whole thing worked out in my head on how to do it. And then I'm like, you know what? Let me try it on my Titan. It was a piece of cake. I mean, of course, I had practiced it a lot as a hunter. Okay, my sniping is getting worse. Got him in the hand. See, that's Destiny 1 for you. You have to shoot them in the hand. Where is he? Don't mess with me. I'm in a mood. All right? I got issues to deal with. Potential fraud. Not on my end. Okay, let's just be clear. That's not me, all right? All right? I'm just going to say I'm not in the mood. My favorite video game is falling apart. Bungie, why are you doing this? Why, Bungie? Why? Why, Bungie? I'm gonna keep saying it, Bungie. Just hire me. Hire me. Hire me, Bungie. Hi, buddy. I love rocket launchers. I love rockets. I mean, especially when you're dealing with the mega buff dude with the massive rockets and the guns, and you're like, okay, let's do this. Hi, buddy. You think you're... Here we go. See, I also was kind of casual with the rockets, because I still have the heavy ammo synth and that. There's a dead ghost around here that you can't get with a hunter. That you actually can't get with a... You can't get with a hunter. You have to be a Titan or a Warlock because of the jump. It was so hard to get. Those dead ghosts, by the way, you collect them and it gives you Grimoire. You know what I'm going to say? I would rather have Grimoire cards and going to the Bungie website than garbage storytelling. I cannot remember. I think there's a tank? Isn't there a tank? It's been a while. Trying to remember. That's the other problem with doing Nightfalls and you haven't done it in a while and you're like, okay, how did I do this? I don't understand how, like... Like I said, I think See, this is Destiny 1. In Destiny 1, you can't shoot through the Cabal shields like Destiny 2. Which is why Destiny 2 is not as hard as Destiny 1. And by the way, it's not Arcburn. Sorry about that. Alright, you know what? To hell with this. I'm just going to do it. I see, sometimes you just don't want to mess with somebody. Sometimes all you want to do is just golden gun them in the face. Sometimes the fastest thing to do, the most efficient solution, is one golden gun in the face. Especially if you've got Celestial Nighthawk. Seriously though, my hero now is real Hypnotic. Hypnotic plays everything. At one point, he mentioned a game that I didn't think anybody had known about. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. I've played that a little. Haven't gone very far in it. It's pretty cool. It's like Diablo, but Warhammer 40k. And he was like, yeah, I was gonna go back to, and I'm like, damn, dude. And then at another point, he's played like, what is it called? Dota. I've never played Dota. He's like, it's like, is there anything he hasn't played? No, he's not dead yet, because he would have gotten up. See, you get alerted like that. Colossus is down. Colossus is down. Oh god, I do not remember. All I remember is there was a certain order you did things in order to not make yourself hate yourself. I can't remember what it was. But there was something you did in this area that was, you did it in a certain way so you don't hate yourself. You know what? Let's switch guns out. Zalo, I love you, Zalo. I love you, Zalo. I absolutely love you, Zalo. You're my best friend, but we're going with the Mida for now. So the Mida is one of my favorites because hits with it's got a decent punch, but it's also got a decent rate of fire. Oh, buddy, come on. Let's see. Who the hell is doing that? Bro! Wow, dude! Why don't I have a gun like that? I mean, okay, seriously, serious question, people. Why is it we can't, like, steal Cabal technology? Come on. You're telling me no Guardian has just, like, grabbed a Cabal gun and was like, yeah, let's reverse engineer this. Let's try this out. What do you say, Guardians? What do you say, Tower? Some of these guns don't reload, okay? I'd be like, yes, we need this. Yeah, I remember there's something about having to run over to these guys. There we go, another one. God damn you guys. Damn you to hell. Alright. Let's go with this beauty here. Wait, no, that's not it. No, it's this one. See, this beauty? This is a work of art, all right? This rocket launcher is beautiful, okay? It is not nearly Gallahorn level of beauty, but it's pretty close, which is why I don't really need to use Gallahorn, because I have this work of art called the Hunger of Crota. See, Crota is hungry. Shells fired from this weapon track their targets. Okay, tracking's good. Tracking is always good. Rockets create cluster bombs when they we are talking the two things for me in an idealized rocket launcher. All right? You want to win my heart as a rocket launcher? You want to be the perfect rocket launcher for me? Do you want to just... It's called cluster bombs and tracking. You have those two, and you're just absolute perfection. Oh, you are a coward, dude. You're just like hiding back there. Wow. Just wow. I never thought Cabal were such chickens. Buck, 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 chicken. Guardian, kick your ass. You're hiding. Oh, the mighty Cabal is hiding. Come on, dude. I'm not hiding. Look at me. I'm out here in the open. But you, where are you gonna go? You're gonna go hiding like a chicken? Coward. Coward. You are coward. You are unworthy of the name Cabal. You do not deserve to be called Cabal. You are unworthy of being called Cabal. And now you are dead. Because your shame. You have shamed. And now you will be teabagged into shame. You are shame upon the Cabal. Shame. 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 What's that guy's name from? I think it's from Kino Casino or something where it's like, shame or something. I don't know. Oh, that was cute. You thought you could hide? Oh, for Parvo's sake. Bunch of cowards. Chickens needing to hide. Oh, look at the chickens. You are an embarrassment to the name of Cabal. No honor. No honor. I will teabag your corpse. Hey. Activision. Activision. This is Destiny 1, remember? When your name is on this product, Activision. How can you tolerate my teabagging these shameful enemies? How do you tolerate it? Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cows, dishonor on your Cabals and your Scions, and dishonor upon Vito, who has nothing to do with the Cabal. But I needed something else. I now? Look at you running around like little cowards. There we go. Another dead Centurion. See, this is what happens when you act like little cowards. You die. I mean, if you had some sense of honor, I might not kill you. I mean, who knows? Probably would have anyway, but who knows? Hi. Val Baru. All right, buddy. Watch and learn. Shoot, I missed. Oh, you are now going down. First off, we're going with the sniper rifle, but we're going with the solar sniper rifle, okay? Because I'm bringing up, well, they're the exact same sniper rifle, but that's beside the point. Cabal. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, yeah, because you're a chicken. Another chicken. Another coward. Cowardly Cabal. Gaul is dead. Remember, this is Destiny 1. Wait a minute. Is Brawler in effect? It is, isn't it? Active modifiers. Yes, Berserk is in effect. God damn it. Damn you, Bungie. See, this is when Bungie was fun. They were sadists. They were nasty. Oh, Bungie had a nasty streak during Destiny 1. Look at this. So, for all of you who don't know, okay, the modifier is called Berserk. Minions of the darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. Now you're saying, Kat, what does that have to do with the Cabal and Bungie having a cruel and inhuman streak when they used to make Destiny 1? And you know what? I miss that cruel and inhuman streak. Bungie, bring that back. Berserk means that the Cabal don't flinch. How do you kill Cabal with shields in Destiny 1, you're asking? with those massive shields that you can't shoot through. You shoot them in the hand, and then they flinch and drop their shields, and so you shoot them in the head. The problem is, Berserk is in effect. You know what that means? They don't flinch, so you have to try and keep shooting them in the hand and hope they're dumb enough to drop their shield, because sometimes they do drop their shield. Or they turn and walk away from you like that idiot just did briefly. I miss that so much. Bungie had such a nice, sadistic, cruel streak that made you respect them. Because they're like, you can just imagine them sitting in their office going, how can we make it horrible for the player base and sadistically difficult? Berserking Cabal. Now they're like, that's too difficult and traumatizing. We need to make it easier for them. Shoot through the shields. I mean, there was at one point, oh, you didn't, bro. How did you do that? At one point, there was a bounty a couple years back. I remember the whole controversy. I thought it was a joke. And it was the dumbest thing, and it was just... There was a bounty in Destiny 2 called For Honor. And they're like, it's too reminiscent of World War II, so we took it out. For Honor. It was called For Honor. Yes. That's modern day Bungie. Modern day Bungie is when a bounty is called For Honor. It's too triggering because there's so many World War II veterans playing Destiny 2 right now. And somehow the words For Honor are only immediately connect to World War II. Yeah. Just no words. I want the old... What the hell? Goddamn, dude, where did you come from? How is something that big so quiet and light on his feet? Now I have to kill a guard all over again. See? Sadist. See? This is when... You know what? You have to... As annoying as it is, you gotta love Bungie when they had their sadistic streak. I mean, this is just quintessential Bungie being psychotic Bungie. I used to think back when I played Destiny 1, back when it was like the thing and there was no Destiny 2, where they were crying over bounties called For Honor and getting pronouns wrong, that they used to hire people at Bungie by asking them, do they like to make people suffer? Whereas like part of the requirement to work for Bungie was to be a sadist. Where they were like, so you're designing a Nightfall. What burn would you suggest? And it's like, depending on, you know, there's nothing I enjoy more than arc burn, match game, and exploding thrall, because sure. Pause? I can't pause. There is no pause. This is that. What, pause? What, pause? Why? I'm in this position where I can be posited. Not exactly posited, but the time don't matter. No, they didn't. I guessed they did. I would joke that they did. The thing is, old Bungie, back before all of this, was not the same as it is now. I kid you not. There was a bounty. I'm not making this up. There was a bounty in Destiny called Destiny 2, okay, called For Honor. And they removed it from the game because it was a weekly bounty, and they removed it from the game because World War II. We're talking about the same Bungie who created Berserk. Berserk, like I pointed out, is evil. Because look at the Cabal, all right? Just look at the Cabal. The shields on the Cabal, you cannot shoot through them, all right? You cannot shoot through Cabal shields, all right? And yet you somehow design Berserk. Like, sometimes, look at these shields, all right? Look at this dude. He is not going to, the immune is because I hit him in the shields. Like, there was just an evil streak to the people at Bungie at one point. Now, they're a bunch of pussies. Flat, I'm gonna just say it. You're a bunch of pussies. Like, I mean it. When you think that calling a bounty for honor, you need to remove it because World War II? For God's sake. What happened? Unfortunately, probably in Destiny 2, that's how you beat them. In Destiny 2, if you misgender the Cabal, they drop their shields. I mean, we're talking about, I mean, even DE are a bunch of pussies. Somebody misgendered a fictional character in Warframe and they removed his emblem from the game. Yup. I had one person get real pissed at me because I refused to call Nimbus they, them. You know, I had to break it to this poor dude. I know it was a shock. Nimbus isn't real, but must have come as a bit of a shock. You know, because he got all offended because of Nimbus's, you know. I don't know. I need my super, okay? I need my super. I'm not. All right. I mean it. Okay, I'm just gonna say. How do you remove a bounty because it's called for honor? But these kids are in for a rough awakening when they wake up in reality and realize that the world is going to mock them. I think we need to bring back bullying, mocking, and shame. Come on! I'm doing... Stop hiding in the corner, you little chickens! Oh, you wait until you're dead. I am so going to be dancing on your corpses. That's it. I'm sorry, but I mean it. When you say, oh, we removed the bounty from Destiny 2 because it was called For Honor, because it triggered people about World War II. You know the people who were being triggered about the For Honor bounty did not serve in World War II. And it isn't because most of them aren't alive anymore. It's because they actually had balls. In fact, if there are any World War II veterans living today, they are probably laughing at all of you right now. Also utterly shocked and blown away by how you guys do not even know what a Yahtzee is, but that's a totally different thing, and you do not. The thing is, Terra Exodus, one of the things I learned is like, yeah. I learned how. See, they don't flinch. They don't flinch. They don't flinch. And it's called Berserk. See, this is when Bungie was at their finest. Oh, Bungie, I miss you. When you were sadistic and cruel. Oh, Bungie. When you put Berserk and Cabal in a Nightfall and then sat back and laughed as we all screamed in rage. Oh, Bungie, you were so wonderful back then. What happened to you? If Bungie could, they would put pillows on the walls of the Nightfalls. Yeah. All right, Habibi. Is it you? Yes, it's you. Gotcha! Right under the shield. Right behind the shield. Yes! Yes, where's your corpse? That's not you. Wait, maybe it is you. Ha ha! Die, guard of whatever. Die, 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 die. Oh, shoot. Goddamn! Give me this. No, I don't need this. No, 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 no. I forgot. You need to run back here and get away because they all respawn after you kill the guards. Oh, Bungie, I loved you back when you were a sadistic monster from the depths of hell whose hatred for gamers was a fun hatred. It was like, how can we make this difficult? We're like, yeah, let's make sure nobody wants to solo this. Those were the good old days. You know, let me tell you something. I don't know if you remember this. But I remember when right before Destiny 2 came out, there was a challenge actually called the Destiny Challenge, right? Don't know if anybody remembers this. I never did it myself. But the idea was what you did was you created a character, right? You created a character. And if your character died, there was a whole bunch of requirements. I don't remember them all, but one of them was if your character died, you had to delete the character and start all over again. Because we were hardcore back then. Oh no, they couldn't handle it. The they-thems couldn't handle anything. And that's the problem. And I'm really looking forward to when they find out what reality is really like. And the world doesn't care. And everybody mocks them. And they realize but I do feel like video games are different. Just getting like, I mean, come on, we're talking about people who are like, I have to send an email with 5 things that I did this week. I had to send an email and try to explain why. All right. I mean, I have to send emails every week with math and stuff, explaining inventory and why are we missing this inventory and what's wrong with this inventory and what's the state of this inventory and did I contact this person and this warehouse and this and this and oh my God. I hate checking my email. And then I get reminded and I'm like, well, have you checked your email yet? Because there are emails waiting for you about this and this and this. And I'm like, oh God. I just want to. The thing I don't understand is the lack of Pokemon cards. I really don't understand that. Like, where you want to know what I want to know is Lorcana a thing? Oh, another dude. All right, we're gonna get you next. Don't worry, I saved my super just for you. We just kill all your buddies. Because, you see, I am a merciful guardian, all right? I'm not going to leave one of you alive. I'm just going to kill all of you out of mercy. It's not fair of me to leave you all alone, okay? All right. Guard number 2. Yeah, don't mess with a guardian, dude. Never mess with a guardian. I got. See the cluster bombs. Make the cluster. Ha 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 ha. Oh boy. Does not sound like fun. See, that is just... On the other hand, I'm where's his corpse? Don't mess with the guardian, all right? You just don't mess. No, wait, on your head, all right? Never mess with a guardian, all right? We got attitudes, we got problems, all right? We're undead guardians, soldiers for the traveler, all right? We all have issues. Okay? We've been dead, dude. We have been dead. Do you not understand that? Okay? My guardian has been dead. Okay? Let me say the dead. Okay? I have experienced death. I have no memory of my past. Dead. Okay? I have been dead. Oh, shoot. Of course it's taken. Why is it now suddenly taken? Somebody explain that to me. I went from Cabal to taken. There is no logic. What is the logic behind this? Someone explain that to me. I don't... That's one of the things I've always found hilarious about Destiny, by the way. It's just, you find some of the weirdest combinations where you're like, there are Cabal. Why are there Cabal and Taken being friends? They're not even being they're just ignoring each other. You'll be in the middle of a 3-way battle and you're like, why? Isn't there like supposed to be a massive... like Taken dude or something? Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Hi, Soul Progenitor. I haven't forgotten about you. Wait, do I? Have I? You know what? At least you're not the tank. The tank is a pain in the rear. All right? You're invisible, which isn't fun. But you know what? I can shoot at you from over here. See, again, this is what happens when you play by yourself. Which sounds kind of wrong now when I say it that way. when you play Destiny by yourself, okay? I want that gun. Why can't I have that gun? How is that fair? Where'd he go? Come on, man. Stop hiding. You want to know who hides? Chickens. Losers. Cowards. Cowards. I'm not hiding. I'm just, getting that ready for you. Yep. It's called my super. My super. Do you have a super? No, you don't. Because I'm a guardian and you're not. Feel free to be jealous all you want. That's called a rocket. That's another rocket. How do you like them? I made them just for you. And he's got cluster bombs because everybody loves cluster bombs. Except you, of course. Because I'm using them against you. Oh, you better not be doing the immunity thing. You better not be doing the immunity thing, bro. Oh, no, you are. You are. You are. The thing is, I'm going to run out of time because I'm not staying past 8. But at the very least, I'm going to get this guy done. Because I am not... The thing is... All right. I mean it. People I work with are always like, oh, you must stay up until 3 a.m. playing video games. No. No, I don't. I take my job very seriously. All right? I have a lot of responsibility, and they are counting on me. And they trust me to do a good job. And like I said, my job requires a lot of trust. All right? And so... Oh, come on, dude. Stop with the shielding each other. That's, you know what? Using somebody else as your shield, that's also the sign of a coward. A coward. You are a coward. Okay? You're using the little guy to protect. Look at you. You're using the little guy to protect you, you coward. 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 See, this is, like I said, this is Destiny 1. In Destiny 1, when you run out of ammo, the game gives you ammo. You see, I always thought the whole... I thought the whole, Destiny bringing infinite ammo thing was awesome. So someone pointed out why. It's because of the bullet sponges. Then you're like, oh, that sucks. And I was like, oh, so because Bungie does that, that's nice to know. Why? I almost got my super up. Yes, now I do. And you're almost dead. Yes, but Zenny's bigger than... I just couldn't resist Zenny's bigger than you. Zenny's scary. I would hide behind Zenny. I think everyone would hide behind Zenny. You'd have to be crazy not to hide behind Zenny. Zenny's just Zenny. You'd be like, hey, Zenny, just let me hide behind you, please. Ha ha ha. And you're dead too. Yes! What the? Land tank? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. See, this is why you gotta love Bungie. Land tank? I thought it was either the Taken or the tank. I didn't think it was both. I forgot. God, I love Bungie. I love Bungie when they're back in their old days when they were just like, oh, Guardian, you think that's all you have to deal with? You think the big monster's Taken dude is your biggest problem? Ha ha ha. No, no, no. No, Guardian. Now you have a land tank. I just want to see the land tank, all right? I said 2 hours. I just want to see the land tank because I don't remember the land tank. Was there really a land tank too? Are you kidding? I mean, really? There is a land tank. I mean, I could get my Sparrow, but I'm too lazy. It's easier to just run at this point as I approach my death and dread. Ghost? Look, I'm telling you, Ghost, next time we do one of these missions, I want a full briefing from Zavala. I want him to tell me about every land tank, every Cabal general. Valley of the Kings. Are we gonna get buried here? Seriously, is there a land tank? There isn't a land tank. Come on, there's no land tank. Is there really a land tank? And yes, this is Destiny 1. You will notice I can't shoot through the shields. Destiny 2, you can. That was kind of cowardly. Hi, buddy. Okay, come on. There we go. See, I'm doing you a favor, all right? Look, I'm protecting you from the fate of Destiny 2. All right? You're welcome. You don't get to live to see Destiny 2. You're welcome. I know. I know. It's the only thing. I'm doing it to be merciful, all right? Oh, for God's sake. See, this is why. Oh, Destiny. Oh, Destiny. You were just so mean. I love you, Destiny. Hey, look at that, dude. Why can't I have a gun like that? I'm just saying. It would be awesome. I mean, there's this dude over here just casually standing there like, I'm not going to help my buddies. I'm just gonna stand here on guard duty and just... Oh, hello. It's Jim. From accounting. That's what Jim from accounting looks like in the Cabal. I mean, we once compared the Corpus engineer, aka Viso, versus the Cabal engineer, whose name I can't remember, but it was something like Bone Crusher. And he was awesome. Wait a minute. Where is the... Oh, this tank. Oh, it's not... I'm not fighting a tank. Okay, never mind. There is just the tank. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of disappointed, Bungie. I thought you would be equal... I thought you would be sadistically evil. I guess not. It's either the tank or the Taken monster. And the Taken monster is actually easier. Oh, joy. Anyway, it doesn't matter because as much as I would like to finish this, I'm going to bed. Okay? I'm going to bed. Because I am a mature person who... Okay, so it's been fun. I will probably be back tomorrow. I want to play Clair Obscure. It has been installed. Nobody has given me any warnings or heads up and said, hey, watch out. Don't do this. Are you crazy? You do not. No one has told me not to go for Clair Obscure. All right? So, we'll find out. I mean, it was a Game Pass game. Tainted Grail is on my list. It's on my wish list on PlayStation, which is cool. Have a good night, all. I gotta go. I gotta go play with the cat a little because she deserves some attention too. Because they're only a kitten baby once, and the baby deserves some attention. So she's got some new toys. It's been fun. As I said, I'm always open to people joining me, all right? If you want to join me in Destiny 1, if I'm playing Destiny 1, which I'm not going to play daily, that's the thing. But if I am playing Destiny 1 and you want to hop in, just throw yourself into my fire team, all right? I'm not going to stop you, okay? Let me put it this way. I'm one of those, as crazy as it sounds, I'm not the type who will, like, throw myself into other people's fire teams. But I don't mind it when other people do. So, have a good one. Peace to y'all. It's been awesome. As I said, no warnings about Claire? Yeah, cool. Risk of Rain 2 is now 50% off. Awesome. Good night, all. Look, I have to do this, all right? If I'm going to trust myself to live stream, I cannot keep live streaming no matter how much I want to until 10 o'clock at night. All right? I want to stick around, but I have to look at the 8 o'clock and go, no. I'm not going to go to work tomorrow tired. I'm not going to wake up late and barely make it to work on time. My job is important to me,